Have you been wondering the difference between NITs and SPAs? For those who don't know, NIT stands for National Institute of Technology and SPA stands for School of Planning and Architecture. So if you're wondering which would be most suitable for you, let me figure out the differences for you and then you'll be able to choose the college of yours. There is first of all the institution type. Institution type for SPAs is obviously it's only specialized in planning and architecture. Meanwhile in NITs it is comprehensive. It includes engineering, technology and also architecture planning and stuff like that. Then coming to the infrastructure, it's more tighter and more focused on some facilities. So and meanwhile in NITs it's much more massive because of students there with extensive sports, medical and residential facilities. Do know that both of them do provide residential facilities, it being an hostel, residential campus. And then for the peer group, obviously it's going to be more of designers, it's going to be exclusively designers and planners. NITs, you will have highly diverse groups. How I would say is like being in a mini India, because you have engineers, scientists, architects, planners and everyone. And then when it comes to extracurricular, right, it's more design centric festivals and NASA. NASA is basically the National Association of Students of Architecture, so it's pretty design focused. Meanwhile in NITs you will have large scale cultural festivals. For example, you have one for tech. Let's take NIT Trichy for example. Tech Fest you have Pragyan. For NIT Fest, which is interdepartmental fest, that is NIT Fest. You have Cultural Fest, which is Festember. Symposiums, various department symposiums. And then you will have this vast array of technical and non-technical clubs along with cultural clubs. So you get a varied experience. And finally, the industry perception is that SPS is kind of considered like the Ivy League of Indian architecture schools, and especially SPA Delhi. And then for NITs, it's highly respected for more technical rigor and the strong institutional branding that it gets. So in the end, how I tell you to choose NITs or SPAs is, if you want a more design focused or practical approach to architecture and you just want to be your peer group focused of designers, planners, creative people, I'd say go for SPAs. Campus experience, there's a mixed group, basically engineers, scientists, planners, architects, more social life, then I'd suggest you go for NITs. So that's pretty much the